I'm a little red rooster, too lazy to crow today. Actually, I'm not a little red rooster, nor am I too lazy to crow today. My friends have told me don't give up your day job. You do all right, but stay with your regular job, which I have. I've been a phys ed teacher at the Dalton School. My name is James Armada, and I've been coaching and teaching at the Dalton School for 28 years on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. Good life there, and it's been good. I've had a great career, and on top of my career, I've gone on a personal level to race Ironman triathlon, to challenge myself to greater heights and do the best I can. I've completed 7 Ironman races, 6 in Lake Placid, and the one and done in New York City. I've written 2 books on the subject, Ironman Journey to Lake Placid and Ironman US Championship, Bring It On Home. In these books are stories of great challenges that I've overcome and many tributes, family, friends, all included, and I'm happy to share it with the world. Yes, and furthermore, I've been able to accomplish a degree from Columbia University in physical education over the years that I was also teaching and coaching. I've done over 25 marathons, and that's been a good part of my life, enjoying on a yearly basis from 1997 to the present day. Every year, guaranteed a marathon in my day, and life has been good, and life has been challenging, and my wife is a big part of that, and she's going to introduce herself right now.
Hi, my name is Karen Armada, and I'm a construction estimator. I know, an odd job for a woman, but I've been doing it since 1989. I work with blueprints, I work on job sites. It's a great career, I love it, but my more important job is I'm a mom. I have 2 girls, and I'm a wife, and those probably take up the majority of my time, even though construction estimating is a large part of my day. I'm always mom first, which is why I'm filming this here in the kitchen, because I love to cook. And I'm a good cook at that. I'm adventurous. I love whitewater rafting. I love to do anything that's naturey and outdoors, and that's who I am. I love to read too, read books, and historical fiction. That's basically who I am.
Honey, I'm home. Lucy, got some explaining to do. This is my lovely wife, Karen, and together we are Cool Advantage. We are very excited to take this opportunity to build a program that will cool the world off. We have a family, as my wife had said, 2 lovely daughters. One is singing her heart out at Westminster Choir College, and based on my introduction with harmonica and singing, it's a good thing she's pursuing this as a teaching career and job. Karen is actually the brains behind the operation, and she is the inventor, and she comes up with inventions on a daily basis. Well, this particular invention is the one that we are most excited about, and one that we are introducing to you today. It is a cooling patch, and we will plan to cool the entire world with that. So, as we go into some more detail on that, So, I mentioned my daughter Casey. She's singing her heart out at Westminster Choir College, and here she is in her prom dress. She's 19, and she's having a great time at Westminster. Our other daughter, which we haven't mentioned, Karen is going to tell you about.
And that's Amy. She's our soccer player. She's actually at a game right now, and she actually was the start of me developing the cooling patch. The game, she started playing soccer in 2006. And the games and tournaments could get so brutally hot that I wanted to give her a way to cool off, to be a little bit cooler on the field when she was playing. So, I worked with putting gels on her, but then her clothes would get sticky. I worked with putting, cooling adhesives on her that would fall off as she was playing, and this went on. And by 2013, I was really determined that I was going to come up with something that was going to stay adhered to her, that she could put on before a game or at halftime, and that would stay on her during the physical activity. Between the athleticism and the level she was playing at, and the level of activity my husband was doing during his Ironman, I needed to come up with something to keep these two athletes cool. And that was my mission. And that is why I spent countless hours, night after night, trying to figure out a way, talking to scientists and chemists and people, because I just didn't have all the know-how, from California to Florida to people in Minnesota to China to everywhere, trying to figure out the best way to make something work. And even with all my hard work, there were still so many obstacles to overcome to make this happen. And Amy, actually, as I said, she's at a game right now. I think she's actually using it because it's a little warm out today.
And thank goodness for my wife. At my last marathon, just in May on Long Island, which I've been competing in since 2000, I was battle testing it and running with it and trying to stay cool on a very hot day. And somewhere in the 3.5 hour mark, I was cramping in my calf. And this is the part that we're most excited about. I removed the patch from my chest where it was keeping me cool. I applied it to my calf, and lo and behold, the cramping stopped. And the real battle test was the fact that it stayed on. And we're really excited about that premise and having that as part of our product. And some of the things that we're thinking ultimately, the goals that we have established to cool the world in a way nobody else has done, to find a product that stays on even in the most severe conditions in terms of water and perspiration and all those things that are involved with that. So with that, yeah. And Karen and I were a very lucky and fortunate family. We've been blessed throughout all of our years, but like all families, we've had to deal with some adversity and some pain in our lives. It usually comes in the form of death. In my case, I was a young man, only the age of 17, when my brother Mike was tragically killed at the age of 21, 22 in a car accident. And for that stays with you for a long time when you're young. And for Karen, I know that she had some adversity in dealing with her dad. She was only...
My father passed away when I was only 11. So to grow up without a father, my mom had to go and work, a full-time job and a part-time job, and which then left my sister to kind of play the role of mom. So it's hard on our family, but that made it difficult. It's difficult to grow up.
And as a family now, Karen and I share in that same pain that carries with us through life, but we also understand that being as fortunate and as lucky as we are and have been, that we count on many blessings and we move on. And with that, we are excited about bringing Cool Advantage to the world. And
so this is the cooling gel patch with the extra cooling gel adhesive on it, enough, and the special backing that helps it to stay adhered during activity and keep it adhered during activity.
Can you stick that on me? Because I'm burning up, Karen. I'm
burning
up right now.
So basically,
I'm dying here. I'm dying.
This protective sheet. Oh, wow, that is cool. That gel is cool. Right. And it's just a matter of where you want to adhere it to. You can adhere it to your chest, your head, the back of your neck. It's a matter of where someone's comfortable, where they want the cooling effect.
Beautiful.
There you go. My daughter, she does like it on her chest. I know other kids, when we've had them try out some prototypes on the field, they've put it on the back of their neck, some more right on their forehead. It's just, a matter. Some interesting things is, the prototypes, of course, were always a little limited. But when I've had them try it, I've given to my daughter's coach and said, the hottest kid, have them, put it on them, see if it helps cool them down wherever they feel they need it. Well, he had one on him, and he didn't even get the opportunity to use it on a hot kid, because what happened is one of the girls got hit, boom, right in the face with the ball. And she came off the field, and he didn't have ice. He didn't have any ice in his med kit. So instead, he remembered he had that cool patch, and he just stuck it right over her nose. He actually took the cool patch, and he applied it over her nose like that. And she sat on the sideline. It gave her a cooling relief. And
I like to add that I had jaw surgery this summer. And while applying ice is the way to go, when I didn't have the ice or didn't want to apply it, I was able to just slide this right on there, contours to my face, and provided a very soothing and comforting feeling. And that's also part of what we're finding out in the market is that people with little injuries that want to just put a
Perhaps they could
patch
do
on
this.
and allow them to
I mean,
do such.
nothing takes the place of ice, but this could
And as you
provide
can see, it can be
cooling release.
reapplied, as discussed in my story about my marathon, from chest to my calf. I'd also like to say that my wife has had a long history of developing this product, which she can show you some of the prototypes over the years. She has here that she can show you very quickly.
Well, how it started out, these were some of the different ways I was originally trying to get it to adhere. Whether it be we started out doing, like a Band-Aid kind of application, then perforated, then doing it like an island. Some of the ways I was going to do it was using my very initial way was to take the cooling gel and put it under an adhesive, like a very strong adhesive, something like what they use over IVs. It's almost like a second skin, but then that just trapped the heat way too much. It didn't work. Then I tried the Band-Aid kind of situation, but then that didn't work either. Just none of those were what exactly we were looking for. And then we eventually developed where the gel was the gel was made with a consistency and with a backing that made it adhesive enough to stay.
And may I say, this can also, if you were to remove it, and it regenerates, the coolness regenerates for up to 8 hours. And we are currently looking to, we have this product trademarked as of right now, under the name Cool Advantage. We also have a patent pending for the product, and we've spent about $25,000. But we are looking to put it on the market in a box of 4 for $4.99. But we have some hurdles and some challenges to overcome that we've been working on.
Yeah, before we could get it to that. We are looking, if you could see, the backing, the fabric backing is not allowing us to put the name on the back. We'd probably have to change that backing to something else, a different type of backing, which then either A, traps in too much heat, or B, is going to make the cooling gel bleed through, which we can't have. So this is our number one hurdle, because we really feel we need to have our name on the back of this, or have some kind of logo on the back of this. And that is something, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a chemist. I'm really struggling and to find someone to help us to figure out the right fabric or materials, or how I could possibly get that next step.
And the other side of that is that we want to make sure that we have a packaging that will protect this product when you're out in the heat. The opportunity to put it into med kits, in athletic programs across the nation is something that we're looking to do. So again, trials, different methods that will allow us to package this correctly is also what we're looking for. We our family thinks that this is a great product. They're excited about it. We give them out. I've been at concerts where people have come to me and said, "Hey, you have another one of those?" because it was hot. So we've moved indoors now, and we're finding great success with this particular product.
I think a simple foil pack or a plastic wrap is probably not enough in terms of packaging if you're dealing with keeping it in a med kit or keeping it out in an extremely hot environment. I don't think it's enough to protect the cooling gel. So I think that would be our next obstacle. If we were able to market these to just say, that they're going to be stored in a med kit or stored in an extremely hot condition, then we would need to come with some kind of an insulated pouch or some kind of a pouch that could protect that cooling gel. And again, that's where you guys might come in to help us take that next step and really be able to finalize this incredible product. And that way it is really set for market.
We're not sure if this is going to change anybody's lives, but we certainly think that it's going to
really cool.
Make people comfortable and offer them an opportunity to feel better in any situation. We have actually women that are menopausal and having hot flashes. This is becoming a big deal. We were at a function last night where a lot of our friends have reached our age, let's face it, and this is their situation, and they're excited. They want a part of this, and they want to get the benefits from this. So I thank you, and we hope you can help us help the world. Have a great one. Bye now. And the family is together.